Oh, that's working. So we are close to the clean-out key over by the Coke machine right now. We're pulling back, just descaled the pipe, and flushed all the scale down the line. The shiny edge on the bottom right there is where the pipe goes into the hub, so you can see the edge of the pipe. The light from the camera makes it, the edge shine. It's clean now, so you can see it, the light reflecting off of it. As we pull back here, we're going to see where the pipe has been pitted, and you'll see those same shiny edges on the lower right-hand side of the screen. There's another joint. You can kind of see that shiny edge.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So now you can kind of see where it's pitted there on the lower right-hand side.
Is that common? This is about 10 years old.
No.
No, should go on.
I'm assuming that this is either a defective pipe or maybe it was made in China. There was a run of some pipe that we've seen that have had problems.
Gotcha.
You can see the pits in it there. I don't know if they're all the way through. At some point when they're all the way through, you'll start seeing gravel. So you can see that shiny edge right there.
It's getting worse up here a little bit.
That's the edge of the pipe. Yeah, it gets worse as we get closer to that clean out in the middle of the floor. There's some bad spots there. That could be gravel that we're seeing right there.
Oh, shit, that ain't good.
Yeah.
That means
It's already
pipe is
seeped
sitting
through,
on the gravel.
which isn't good for a lot of gravel to stay wet like that. Well, I
Well,
won't wash
either.
away because it's got the pour. But there's very little gravel there. When you excavate, you don't know what's inside the pour.
There's another shiny stuff too.
Actually, this right here is a puddle. And see that reflection? That's the camera head. And when I pull it out, you can see all the lights on it. That's what it looks like.
So we've got standing water sitting in there.
Yeah.
So that's not good either. So it's deep enough that you got standing water.
You can see the camera kind of moving around, the head moving around like that. That tells me that's pretty rough. You'll see when we get back in the PVC, it's just all nice and smooth, and you don't have that issue.
That don't look good.
Chunk of something. Chunk of something.
Yeah.
That's a chunk of scale that didn't come off.
Oh.
It's just kind of hanging there.
Big chunk. Was it a little wire or something?
Feed range?
No.
Get your fiber in it.
No, it looks like
E-ring or
a
something. Like
piece
a
of
rubber
wire.
gasket.
Well,
Could there be a joint there? Use your rubber gasket?
I don't see a joint there.
It doesn't look like a joint.
I'd say that's a piece of scale just hanging.
it just looks like one of the things for the light off the truck. It's got that three prong.
Right.
Looks like the bottom of the pipe is either gone or close to being gone there on the right-hand side. So that looks more normal, how it should look, this section. And that's typical, it's just certain sections at a time, just go. And I learned this from remodeling work. I'd go to pipe snapper on it, and that's just like a chain that you tighten and you tighten, and it just...
Yeah, I
Yep.
used one of those when I worked for the water department.
Chain snapper?
Those things are pretty sweet.
Yeah. Well, what happens with that, it just keeps on crunching it and crunching it, and it just
Doesn't
crunches
snap,
down, it doesn't
yeah.
snap. And you feel it happen up in there.
So what's the lifespan on this filler?
That's got a 50-year warranty on it.
50?
Yeah.
What's the longest you can go with this?
How long? I've done 120 feet at a time.
Can you put this, I mean, you're putting this in, then you gotta clean out.
No,
You have to open it before right where the clean out is, and then you just shoot it both ways, and then you connect it with mission couplings, and put a T back in there.
Oh, no kidding.
Depending on the clean out, like from this clean out, you could shoot right in this clean out, and because it's a sweeping clean out, you could start it right here and shoot all the way down the line. But then in this room, you'd have to go back and reinstate all your branches, because you'd be covering them all over.
But, I mean, would you be able just to tap this and redo them, or do you have to dig it out and?
No.
No, we have a tool that goes in there from the branch line and cuts it. It's like a little hole saw, and then we got another tool that goes in there, and it's got these fingers that open up, and it just shreds it.
There's some,
Camera's awful shiny there.
Yeah,
that whole stretch. Like there was
I'm
water
sure what
sitting
that
in
is.
there.
Yeah, it's like it was backed up and almost looks like grease or something.
Water line?
I don't know how there'd be grease on this side though.
Is this recording voice right now?
Well, there could be grease, I guess, from the shop area.
Possibly.
Yeah, 'cause you can kind of see it on the top of the pipe too.
Yeah, that's.
But this section of the pipe looks a lot better.
It'll commit to PVC here pretty soon.
That looks like a standing water line though, on both sides.
Yeah.
So this could be just the water being stagnant in there.
Well, it was, remember when it was backed up, I mean, it was,
There's a joint there.
How many feet were you in just now? How far?
I was in all the way to the Coke machine in the corner there.
100 feet more.
Cooperating, so.
Pity.
Couple questionable.
something sitting there.
Yeah. Because his water jet does a real nice job, but this reamer gets it one last time before we line it. Well, and I guess what I was saying before, it's under that, it's just, so you gotta do that and then be ready to line it right after that. In this case, there might not be any pipe left just from the water jets in certain spots.
So what's the price to put that liner versus new?
It's usually,
Well, I was assuming you don't have to worry about much of it, or most of it.
You gonna pay for it?
I'm just asking the, you personally aren't paying for it either, but I'm just asking the question.
I'll get a PVC.
so now we're in the PVC.
Stuff hung up in there.
So the camera, the head doesn't really move at all there. So surface and go over a couple joints, then you can see that camera head jump around a little bit.
Those joints like that, isn't that like a collection area where that stuff can get hung up, or no?
What's that?
Where those joints are like that, where you just went over with the camera, and can't that stuff get hung up there? It looks like there was a lip.
It can, but usually you got pretty decent water flow when you flow. You can just kinda see the bottom there, there's some little
That's
gap
the
fills
joint where
up.
the, right in at the
On the
urinals.
right.
Yeah.
Should be coming to the end. Should be switching back in.
Oh, this is the stuff you guys just put in?
Yeah, this is the section that's, it should be coming around the corner here in a minute now. That was where the sink drains came in.
Right.
Now he's just made the corner, now he's coming straight across now. There'll be another one on your right that is where the urinals dump into.
So would you line this part of PVC also?
No, I'd line into the PVC though, so
Go
that
into
cast to PVC connection is lined.
And we'll get back in the cast too.
So now we're back into the cast, coming back.
And right in.
Shower area?
Yep, there's your
Yeah.
urinals and you'll see a couple more come up and into your showers.
This pipe all looks pretty good,
Yeah, it does not.
the other pipe out there.
Yeah, big difference.
It did when we first started.
Oh,
You can
God,
see how rough
yeah,
it was
it's
this
hung
morning.
up. Yeah.
It was pretty rough this morning. Showers. You see the three? There's your showers.
Here,
There should be one more.
here's that one.
That's about it.
One more for the.
One last one here.
That's it. See how they kind of figure it too?
There we are. There's you guys, so your boss knows where you're at.
Turn that off. You done with this hose, or,
Yeah.
Yep.